Hello guys, got another video for you guys. This one may not be about trading, it's about me. Golly. You know, I tell people if you want something exciting, go ride a roller coaster or, do something outside of the market because we don't want to have excitement in the market. So I picked up bike riding and I love it, guys. I mean, you go out early in the morning, like 6 o'clock, and the weather's really cool. And now I done found me a couple of bike riding partners. So it's really enjoyable. It's kind of relaxing, cool air in the morning. But anyway, yesterday I got into a bike accident. And for the life of me, I'm trying to explain how it happened. I really can't tell you. I was riding down the bike trail and I saw this car coming up to where I was going to cross, and it was moving kind of fast. And it seemed like I started to slow down, but they have these little poles, not even as tall as the bike. And for some reason, I couldn't miss that pole. It's almost like something stirred me into that pole. I can't even describe it. Anyway, so I hit the pole. I didn't hit the car, but I did hit the pole, and then I fell. And I had on sunglasses, and the sunglasses cut me up here, and it got all this stuff around my eye, and it looked like I'd been in a fight and got beat up real bad. Well, I was in a fight, but I was in a fight with the street. But I'm telling you, oh man. So I'm riding my bike back home, to get set up for trading, and then I had this accident. And it's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it, but I fell over and I hit the street. And if you ever seen Winning Time with the Lakers, one of the coaches there flipped over his handlebars and he slid down the street, okay? The good news for me is I didn't slide, I just fell, but I think I hit this side of my face and the glasses broke and part of it went right here and cut me. And then I got a little other pieces around from the deal. So some guy pulled over and I was trying to get up and he was like, no, just stay down, just stay down. And I was like, no, dude, I got to get up. I got to call my wife. So I didn't say that to him. I just kept telling him to, help me up, help me up. And he finally helped me sit up. But when I raised my head up, blood was just running. And I said to myself, uh-oh, my wife don't need to see this. She does not like blood. Anyway, so I laid down a little bit longer. And finally, he helped me up. And I sat on the curb. And I was a little dizzy at first before I got up. I mean, it was like, I don't know, it's like I kept thinking of all these different thoughts. I was like, oh boy, I'm in bad shape. I'm in trouble. I done had a bad one this time. So I sit up and I sit there for a while. Then I start trying to get my phone so I can look at myself on camera and see what I look like. And blood was all down my shirt and, everything, because it was running. Anyway, he asked me, you want to call the ambulance? I said, no, I need to call my wife. And I think he called the police. And a little while later, the police gets there. And by this time, I'm sitting up a little bit on the curb. And I called the wife before the police got there. And thank goodness I wasn't that far from the house, maybe a mile or so. And then the police called the ambulance because they telling me I don't need to go. Then, of course, my wife get there. Oh, Lord, you should have saw the expression on her face. First, she was looking fine. But then when I turned to look at her and she saw this, and believe me, it wasn't that swollen then, but I had blood all over me and blood all over my shirt. So all she saw was blood. When I called her and told her, I said, I'm doing okay. I fell and injured myself, hurt myself on my bike, but I'm okay. Because I didn't want to panic her on the phone. But then when she got there and saw me, oh my goodness, of course she panicked. And then the policeman didn't want to let me go home. they wanted me to go to the doctor, and then of course my wife did too. So I went on to the doctor in the ambulance, and here we found out that when the ambulance pick you up, there's no charge. So I went on to the doctor, and they looked at me and cleaned me up, and man, did that alcohol burn. And they took me to get x-rays, make sure nothing in my head was messed up. And you know, the ambulance come, they wiggle your fingers, check your shoulders, because I got all this blood on me. They don't know what's going on. They check my shoulders and check me all out and see if I'm all okay. Wiggle my fingers, and you know, all that's okay. But I will tell you this, one thing that is sore is my hands right here. And I guess that's where I was holding the handlebar, and my hands right here. At first, I thought I had splinters in the side of my hand, but I found out that's not the case. It's just sore. And that's what it feels like, splinters. At least it did yesterday. Now it's just sore. But anyway, so I wasn't able to trade that day because I couldn't get home in time, and then I didn't feel like trading. And then, of course, with Slow Life Trading, we have a class at 7 o'clock at night. And I still felt like I could have done it. But my wife was pretty persistent on me not doing it and canceling it. So I canceled the class. And, but I'm just here to tell y'all that before I get back on my bike, I'm going to buy me a helmet, lights, gloves, and maybe even some shin guards. I don't know, maybe not the shin guards, but definitely helmet, gloves, and lights. I have reflectors, but I don't have a light. So I'll be putting lights on my bike, a helmet, and gloves. And used to think that, yeah, man, you don't need no helmet. I'm from the hood. We don't wear no helmet in the hood. But anyway, I might have been from the hood, but I'm not in the hood no more. So, and you know, when you learn better, you do better. And I had already told my friend I was going to get the helmet and lights, but I guess I should have got it a day sooner. But thank the Lord, I'm okay. And it's not as bad as it could have been. You know, I don't have any broken bones, or I don't have any head fractures or nothing like that. Had to get stitches though, right here. I don't know how many he got, but I sure didn't want them. But now I'm glad I did. Then he wanted to stitch me up, guys. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little bitty cut right there, and I don't even think it's worth it. But he wanted to stitch me up there, and I said, nah, I don't want that stitch right there. I just let that heal. But anyway, so I'm doing okay. The main thing that's sore is my hands. Right here and on both sides, and I guess that's from gripping the handlebars or something, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. From now on, I will be wearing my helmet. Because if I would have hit my head, oh my goodness, ain't no telling. I hate that I had the sunglasses on, but it probably protected me more than I realized. But again, thank God I'm okay. And for my Slow Life traders, we'll be back in class next Thursday. But until the meantime, guys, peace out, and I'll see you on the other side.